Red Dreaded Entertainment, what is up, folks? My name is Akasan. Hey, what is up? We're doing a little bit of Comics Plus feature for you tonight. I didn't get a chance to do the talk show this week as I was planning to on my Thursday because I have a voiceover session that I need to do out here. If I get home early enough, maybe we'll be able to do it, but it's important to me that I get this done. So instead, I just wanted to go ahead and give you a brief chat with some of the news of some of the stuff that's been going down. And I think the main thing I want to talk to you about, there was something about Zack Synder that I wanted to talk to you guys about with the inclusion of a Robin. We'll just do that one really quickly. It's basically Zack Synder was confirming on Vero that it was actually it wasn't Jason Todd that was killed in BVS. It was or that was mentioned in BVS. It was actually Dick Grayson, or he said Richard. So take that for what you will. Luckily, Warner Brothers had some sense. Everybody always talks about the studios doing the wrong thing, but this one was the right move. And they literally, it's not even canon. It might have been Snyder's idea, but it's not canon. Warner Brothers went ahead, and you'll see on the place cards and things that it doesn't indeed say Jason Todd. So that was, as far as I know, it's been a long time, guys, but I did read the Dark Knight Returns, The Dark Knight Strikes Again, I think that's what it was called. And that was also a Frank Miller story, and I believe in that version Nightwing or Dick Grayson dies or something like that. So that, you know, that's just Snyder doing what Snyder does. Particularly a big fan of Frank Miller work, which can sometimes work and sometimes doesn't, but for the most part it's luckily for us it wasn't canon, and it is what it is. We all moved on with our lives and focusing on better things like Shazam and Aquaman. Let's go ahead and see the main thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and probably enough of a lot of you already know or have seen it, but the Japanese Venom photo, the Japanese Venom poster has come out online. Let's see if I can pull this up for you guys here. Boom! Holy shit, that is scary, right? God damn, that looks good, right? That looks damn good. Why isn't this the American poster? It's October. Halloween. Why can't they use this one for the American poster? I honestly don't understand. This is the second time that we've had a Marvel-like property where the poster is better than the Japanese one is better than. You know what? I already answered my question. Literally looking at the poster itself right now, I answered my own goddamn question. The main thing is booking. Star booking, star relations. Tom Hardy, well known in America, obviously, well known in the Western countries. In Japan, not so much, So that's exactly the reason. Is the only way, and this goes into another story that I could tell you guys if you want to hear, is we often talk about the reason why are a lot of Hollywood movies delayed, and which ones do better in Japan and things like that. Avengers, it took a while. It took a while for Avengers to build up, but generally speaking, masked heroes do better in Japan, and there's a reason for that, because when you're gonna have something like Superman or Thor, that's an obviously Western type face on the cover, it just doesn't sell as well. Whereas Iron Man, Spider-Man, Black Panther even, these sort of things, kids and whomever are looking at it and they can just honestly think, oh, is that actually a Japanese movie? Or I can vicariously live through the character when they're masked up like that. So I understand why the Venom poster is like this. I like it. If you guys want me to see if I can find some copies for you when it comes out. I know the teaser poster is pretty much the same. The teaser poster that came out in Japan is just the eyes. So I'm liking the Japanese poster. It looks damn good. In fact, I'm gonna see. I mean, when I come back after the movie is good, hopefully the movie's good. But if the movie's good, I think I might get a nice print of that to add to my collection. I'm probably not gonna get the ink to that, but it would be kind of cool to do it. It looks, oh man, I'm so like stressed about this movie because visually it looks really good, the Venom parts, but story wise I might have a bit of problems adjusting to what's going on in the Venom movie and some of the changes that they're making that I heard, there won't even be an inclusion of Spider-Man. I did actually go ahead and download some of the newer Venom stories. I was just kind of trying to see if there was something I've missed within the last 10 years or so of like there being like a Spider-Man less version of Venom or something like that. But even to my knowledge here is you can't see it, but Venom joined up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Flash Thompson was Venom for a while, but it's always somewhere come back to Spider-Man. There's always been this relationship of coming back to Spider-Man, and then so much that they ended, even with Anti-Venom that was around. I remember that one. They still had Venom was having his stories, but it always kind of still came back to where those spider powers were coming from. So I hope the movie does it justice, no pun intended, at all. Hopefully it works. I reordered, I have it somewhere at home in America, but I did order Lethal Protector again, just to read through it again, just to see what parts they're going to point out. What I will say, I do kind of like in the trailer that popped out a lot more, is the fact that it seems like they pulled a lot of moves. A lot of moves came from the Maximum Carnage game with Venom, with the different weapons he can make from his hands. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that they took notice of that, and that looks to be in that movie. Hopefully it works out, guys. I'm looking forward to it. That's all the comic news for today that I wanted to talk about, and hopefully we'll be able to take your calls next week with some more comic news, okay? Comics Plus. Your boy Akasan. Here we go. I was just trying to show that. We're out of here, guys, okay? Comics Plus.